This video, this book can change your life. Everything that you need is already within you and all around you. It's really about grabbing that one idea and running with it. Hi everybody, it's Evan. Welcome back to my channel, Light with Evan, where I show you how to find the light within. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I appreciate you for stopping by. If you've been following me, then you're probably wondering, where have you been? What's going on? All I can say is that I've been taking the time to grow, and I have some things to share with you today. I want to talk about a book that has really impacted me the last several days. The name of the book is called The Power of One More by Ed Mylett. Now, this book recently came out just a couple weeks ago. I picked up a copy last week and I've read it twice, cover to cover. Not saying that to brag. What I do want you to know about this book is that it's filled with things to take action with. If you act on them, they can change your life. Point number one that I want to share with you guys is that in order to be great, in order to achieve the dreams that we have to do things that are inconvenient. This point really hit home for me because there have been times where I take the easy route. I don't make the one more call. I don't do one more rep in the gym. I don't make one more prayer. There are times where convenience seems like the better route to take. Greatness and convenience cannot coexist. If you want to be great, you gotta do something that other people aren't willing to do. Inconvenience might mean waking up at 5 a.m. to go hit the gym. It might mean staying an hour later at the office. Like I said, these are things that I'm working on doing, and this book was a great reminder for me to look for inconvenience in my life and welcome it, embrace it, because that is the path to greatness. Ed says it perfectly in his book. Paying the price of inconvenience is no guarantee you'll succeed. But if you don't inconvenience yourself and confront the difficult things in front of you, you'll have no chance at ending up where you want to be in life. I mean, talk about a mindset shift. What if we looked at inconvenience, problems as an opportunity rather than, oh, I gotta do this, oh, I gotta do that. You might see little Mocha, she don't gotta do nothing. She's just enjoying herself. That's my new dog. Ed says, the best and most productive people in the world pursue inconvenient things and handle them with a temperament of equanimity. Equanimity is the key, and equanimity was a new word for me. I never looked it up. Something that I'm working on is understanding words more, actually looking them up in the dictionary. And equanimity is just being calm. He has a whole chapter on the power of equanimity. He also talks about how some people are too calm. And that's something that I feel I need to be more aggressive sometimes. And that's where this power of one more kicks into gear. Being too calm gives you a false sense of comfort. He says, some people are really calm, too calm. They have a ton of equanimity in their lives, but they never try anything difficult. That creates a false sense of equanimity. To be successful, you must combine inconvenience and equanimity. Equanimity is a form of emotional control rooted in your thoughts. Inconvenient deeds are based in your actions. Back to action. That's what it's all about. This video, this book can change your life. Everything that you need is already within you and all around you. It's really about grabbing that one idea and running with it. So if you haven't got that idea yet, let's go to another point in the book. If you want to achieve more in life, essentially you want to change your identity. What does that mean? What is our identity? Identity is the thoughts, the concepts, and the beliefs that you have about your inner being. Now, you can't lie to yourself. At the end of the day, you know if you made that extra call, if you did that extra rep in the gym. In order to have more self-confidence, in order to have more belief in ourselves, it's really about changing our identity. And here are a couple ways that you can help change your identity for the better. Point number one is let go. Let go of that old version of you that no longer serves you. When we're kids, we're a blank canvas. People kind of form our identity. And those people are the people closest to us, our parents, the people who raised us. That identity is not who you are. It's been said again and again, know thyself. When you know yourself, you will find the secrets, you'll find the wisdom that will jumpstart you into achieving the goals that you want to achieve. So let go of your past, let go of your childhood. Point number two in increasing your identity is to keep the promises that you make to yourself. Self-confidence is a form of self-trust. If you can't trust yourself, how can anybody else trust you? When you keep these promises that you make to yourself, these goals, these standards that you have, you're gonna build self-confidence. You are the only one who says how much self-confidence you have. You can change your identity. You can be the best version of yourself. Because when you change your identity, it is key that you don't look for somebody else and try to replicate their identity. There's no need for that. You're special. God made you the way that you're supposed to be. Really take some time and be with God. Be with your inner being, your soul. Whatever you identify with is the higher power that guides you. Connect with it, because that's another key point. Ed Mylett, like myself, is somebody who gives a lot of credit, a lot of praise to God and to prayer. The power of one more prayer. Do you incorporate your prayers with your goals? Because that's something that I never really thought of doing. Now, typically when I pray, I give gratitude. One thing that I really picked up in this book is that we're always praying, subconsciously and consciously. Typically, what do you do throughout the day? You think about the things that you want. And Ed Mylett says, desire is a form of prayer. Be more intentional with your desires. What do you truly want? Find what you want and go after it. Pray for it. Ask for it. It says it in the Bible, ask and you shall receive. But you have to ask and pray daily. Don't just ask when things are bad. Don't just ask when things are good. You really have to take the time and be honest with yourself. Be genuine, and you'll find the power of one more prayer. One more try. How powerful would it be if you just tried 1% more? You went out and you did one more rep in the gym. You made one more call. You wrote one more page. One more goal. That is the key to really understanding this philosophy, is that there's one more in everything. And the more we try, the more we succeed. More tries equals more successes. Because winning is a numbers game. And we all want to win. We all want to be better. So do a little more. Simple as that. How can we manage our thoughts better? I've read a lot of books. I've heard a lot of things about, thoughts are things, thinking and growing rich. If you haven't read that book, read it. A lot of people don't actually talk about what thought is. And Ed Mylett describes it as thoughts are simply questions. We're constantly asking ourselves and answering questions throughout the day. So if you want to think better, ask yourself better questions. And he has a great list of questions you can ask yourself in his book. But just think about that for a second. What if there was one more question you can ask yourself several times a day that jump-started your growth, that helped you accomplish your vision. And on the topic of repeating it several times a day, that's another big thing in this book, is repetition. You are what you repeatedly do. Highly successful people review their goals more than the average person. The average person sets goals once a year on New Year's and never reviews their goals again. So what if you took that one more approach in your goals and you reviewed them, let's say not even weekly, but daily? And what if not daily, hourly? I've been challenged to do this, and it's difficult to sit there and, oh, I did this hour, I did this. It's not easy. But if you want to be elite, review yourself more. Track your progress. I mean, what we track, that's how you measure how far you've been, where you're going. So take the time and inconvenience yourself by doing one more and taking the time to review yourself, review your goals more often. If you have heard Ed Mylett's first book or read it, Max Out, you may have heard of this whole idea of the reticular activating system, your RAS. Now, just to be super simple, the RAS is the part of your brain that filters out, all this information that you get throughout the day, and it basically helps you find what you're looking for. So in this new book, Ed goes deeper into it, and he really compares it to the Matrix. Now, I love the Matrix, and I actually have a video about breaking free from the Matrix. The RAS in the book that Ed Mylett writes is referred to as the Matrix. Let's say you want a new car. Let's say because gas prices are so high, you want a gray Tesla. So you might not even notice gray Teslas very much until you start wanting one, then you see them everywhere. Now that's the RAS, that is your mind filtering out all these things and really showing you what you want. It also explains the law of attraction. You get what you think about. What if you could use this to your advantage? Start getting positive things because you're looking for positive things. Because how many of us, I know I have, got into a pattern of thinking negative, looking for negative, and we just have negative days. They turn into weeks, months sometimes. What if we can break that and really focus on what we want? So change your matrix and realize too that just like Neo, you are the one. At the end of the day, what I got out of this book was to take action. I'm curious if you have any book recommendations, if you have listened to Ed Mylett and you have your own, note that you would like to share, go ahead and leave a comment below. I would love to see. And like I said, if you have any recommendations of books that you want me to review, talk about, drop a comment below. I appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch this video, and just keep going. Keep going, that's my message today. You're one more away.